Hey folks, welcome back to Dominions, and this is, I think, episode 3, is it? Or is it 4? I forget now. Anyway, this is Dominions, and you're joining us as Lanka are continually expanding their borders out. They've hit a bit of a roadblock when it comes to the nations of Atlantis and Fomoria, who've kind of got in their way. We also had a little bit of a setback when we attacked a province of lizard people, basically, these lizard warriors. These guys are pretty good. We can actually recruit these and use them ourselves if we want. They've got a trident and a bite. The problem is they don't have much protection, so they die quite easily, but they're pretty good. I mean, they'll kill a lot of stuff before they, as they're dying. The other thing, of course, is now that we've got a forest, we've got access to these Atavi infantry and the Makata. So we can actually start getting up some of these chaff units, and these are actually pretty useful. Like I quite like Atavi. Look, we can actually get quite a lot of them as well in this province. So yeah, I mean, that's something we can do. The other thing, before I signed off last time, I forgot to set research. So I think what we're going to do next is go into conjuration, and there's a couple of spells that we can get. Once we get to conjuration, right? Basically, conjuration 5 is a nice way to go because you can start getting some of the elemental, the elementals, some of the big elementals summonings. You'll see why they're good later. But on the way, there's a few things that we can get. There's a spell. What can we cast? Okay, so we haven't got an earth magic, so we can do death and nature. So in conjuration, spirit curse basically curses an enemy. This is actually quite useful, but not at this point of the game. This is the gem cost, by the way. Some of the better spells require gems to cast. But Black Servant is probably quite an unfortunate name. And it summons a Black Servant Commander. And this guy is basically he's a shadow. He's a creature made out of solid darkness. It's stealthy and is often used to scout enemy provinces. So this is basically a stealthy scout that you can get. And we don't really need them. We've got Makata. So I've got better things I can spend gems on. 5 gems on. What we really want is this one, Host of Garners. For 12 death gems, you get 20 of these Garner guys. And they're ghostly warriors. They're basically ghostly Vanara, so they're actually really good. They're ethereal, and they really help you prop up your early game. So I want those, and there's other stuff that we can get here. Pack of Wolves will become useful later too. Okay, so this guy is summoning Soulless. I think that's it. I think we've done everything for this turn. So I'm going to roll the turn on. Okay, has made a proclamation. Uru Inim Gainer, the N2 shall hereby be known as the Prophet of Python, God of Strength. Well, Python is going to be a snake. So it sounds like he's gone with an expanding pretender, which is what Ur should do, because they've got a national ability that basically means that they can recall dead pretenders much faster than everyone else. An unexpected event has occurred in Lanka. Oh, ore deposits have been found and a boost in army production is expected. Wow, that's amazing. Wow, and a home province as well. So we found an iron mine, look, 40 resources. This means that we're going to be able to get out some better troops. And that was it. Nothing else happened this turn. So we've got some soulless, look. We've got some undead soulless Vanara warriors, some standard human soulless. Notice they'll get afflictions, look. They've got afflictions already. Like this one's got a chest wound. This one's got a chest wound as well. So yeah, they're kind of summoned up and they're a bit knackered, but they're okay. And we've also got we've actually created some of these Vanara warrior, these Atavi as well. So I'm actually going to continue making Atavi here. I want to get a temple here and I think we need a temple and a lab. That's right. So we're going to get a temple here and a lab, a magic lab, and that will enable us to get Shaman. And then Shaman give us astral magic. And I got a bit distracted, but when I was talking about communions, the reason why these are great is because these guys have got Astral 1, which means that they can form communions as both slaves and masters. So they're like these give us an entry into astral magic. We can put these guys into communions. I don't think we get nature as part. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, so we can actually use Rakshasha to give us higher access to nature through blood sabbaths. And these guys, yeah, they've got a small chance of getting nature, but generally you won't see it. These guys also, oh yeah, these guys can get it too. So yeah, but this is a reliable way of getting us into higher levels of nature magic, basically, for cheap. Also, we can use astral magic, which is also really good. So This was an amazing find. I'm really pleased to have this on our doorstep. Okay. Now, we want to take this horse tribe province before Atlantis do. In order to do this, we're going to need some troops with more armor, I think. I mean, what we might do now is, yeah, because we've started creating these Bandar archers. They're not actually going to trade well with the horse tribe. Oh yeah, this guy also. We need to actually put up a. Let's get up a palisades. I think I'll do that next. Let's just yeah, remove the recruitment this turn. Let's get one of those guys up, and we're going to actually spend 600 gold. Oops, and we're going to construct a palisades. Oh, we've got a. Oh, we left some troops here. I didn't mean to do that. We've got a Nanasara here, so I'll come back and get that guy at some point. But yeah, we're going to build a palisade here. Now we've got an excess of some gems, and I think the reason we're going to go into conjuration. Next turn we should get the spell Host of Garners, and we've now got Akuti, the Yogini. So she's got Death 1, Nature 2, Blood 1. That's what they always get. And yeah, she's going to be going. What I'm going to do with her is I'm going to start site searching, but we can also start casting Host of Garners. Now I think Host of Garners. Yeah, it's just Death 1, so basically even a very basic mage can cast this. And that's going to be useful. Host of Garners will be useful against these horse tribe, I think. Because they're ethereal, you know, it will just block most of their arrows. And this guy, I'm going to create... I'm going to forge another one of these. And we're going to go into the magic items, and we're going to give the Owl Quill to this guy. So you'll see now his research ability's actually gone up. It's gone up from 9 to 15. So if you've got the gems to be able to do this, it actually costs air gems to be able to do this. So 5 air gems per quill, but you're basically turning your air gems into research ability, and it's a good thing to be doing in the early game. I'm going to get another one of these Yogini out, I think. Oh no, I can't afford it. Oh, okay. I do want the palisade though. I think the palisade's important to get up. So because the palisade allows you to build more commanders, which means, you know, more commanders, more troops, which basically means, you know, your empire's expanding quick. We do need to send this other expansion party out now, though. Maybe I can't afford to do this yet. I think I'm going to search. In fact, I might just get him reanimating. Yeah, let's get him reanimating for the time being. In which case, we'll get Bandaraja up. And we're going to go this way instead then, which means we've got a bit of a front line. I probably want more of these as a front line, and then I'll take all this. So let's take some more of those guys. You kind of want to, like, these guys can only be summoned in your cap, right? The in the capital, sorry. So the Kalamoka warrior. Oh no, these are not. These can be summoned anywhere, but the Asara, the Anasara, and the Palankasha, they're all cap only. They come from this site called Lanka here. So we probably want to get those if we can. The Palankasha are really good. These guys are really good. The thing is, they're combat speed 15. These are 9, the same as the Bandar. I wonder if we can get these guys and mix them in. That might be a better idea. These are the Kalamuka warriors are pretty good. They're really strong. They've got a really hard-hitting attack. The problem is they've got that glutton thing. But yeah, they've also got decent protection, and they've got a shield, so they survive much better than the rest of them. Yeah, they've got higher protection than the others. The only problem is they're quite high on recruitment points. Yeah, 32. Look. And I do like these. These are really, really, really good. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to get those up, I think. And what we'll do is next turn, we're going to send that commander and one of these guys with... We're probably going to need 2, aren't we? Oh, wow, yeah. We've our expansion is a little bit slow. Here is Femoria. Fomorian Militia, Fomorian Javelinists, Furbolg Slingers, 2 huge unmarked champions. So, yeah, we've got a load of these Fomorian like monsters basically here. Let's... Oh, he's not even gone into that territory yet, I don't think. Let's see what's out this way. Alright, that's going to be about it, I reckon. I have got extra gold, which means that we could probably get up an Atavi and maybe some of these cheaper troops. Okay, that'll be it for that turn. Okay, so we've got to Conjuration 2. There's a proclamation from Ermor. So, Arianus, the Archbishop of the Sacred Shroud, shall be known as the Prophet of Ealdorboeth. Okay, so they've lost a prophet already, just like we did. I think at some point we're going to get the opportunity to get another prophet. Unexpected event has occurred in Lanka. A large group of people have started to worship a false pretender. The leaders of the group were swiftly killed, but faith has decreased and unrest is rising. Okay, we've lost Dominion here. That's not good. Our Dominion is really, really low. We need to get more temples up. Actually, that might be something we can do with some of these guys. Probably start putting temples up. You really want to put temples up where you've got forts so they can be defended. Because what happens is if you've got a temple up in a province and the enemy comes in and captures the province, they'll destroy the temple. Labs aren't destroyed. They can be shared between different factions, but the temples, you can't share them. Okay, we've got these guys up now. Oops, you can't share mindless units and non-mindless units. All right. Okay, we've got more corpses there. I think I'll get that guy to stay one more turn. Just get those last corpses. I'll bring these guys over this way. See this grey-coloured movement. If you hit Control, you can turn it into a normal one, which is an attack move. But this means he's stealthy, and these guys are stealthy, providing all of the other troops in your squad. All your squads are stealthy. You can actually sneak about, and basically the enemy need lots of troops in there with I forget what it is that enables them to find. I think it's precision. It's their patrol strength, but also you get defense as well from your militia. So the higher your province defense is, the more chance you've got of finding things that are sneaking around. This is one of the nice little tricks that Lanka and Kailassa have with these monkeys. They can sneak into enemy territory, and they can get behind the back lines and then pop up. So you can do all sorts of really cool stuff with that. Okay, let's get this Dadalzivar. Sorry, Daladizvar. Daladizvar is going to be commanding all these Bandar here. Where are we? And then we're going to need a commander that can control. Basically, these guys need. They're basically classed as demons, which means that I think they're undead. So this is your. So if you look at the commander here. This tells you how many squads he's got, 2 out of 4. So he can actually, you can actually have like 4 squads if you really want. Although you don't want to do this, generally speaking. But he can have up to 4 squads without getting a morale penalty. He can have up to 120 units because he's got a really high command rating. But you'll see these other commanders, these have got like undead and magic beings as well. So you can lead up to 20 undead with this guy and up to 5 magic beings. And then this is telling you how much supply is used by this squad. So this guy here, he cannot control undead, which basically demons like count as undead basically. Now this guy, the Rakshasha, can, but I don't really want to use him in that role. The Yogini's probably a better bet, and she can. But the thing is, she can only have 1 squad. Mind you, so can the Raktapatas, which is a bit annoying. So they're going to get a big morale penalty. However, they're still going to get they've still got quite high morale anyway. That's probably not the end of the world. So maybe I'll do it like this. No, it doesn't want to be her. I'll tell you why. Because we want it to be one of these guys, the Raktapata, because they can bless. And we're probably going to need 2 because blessing does 5 troops. So including himself, he's going to get 4. 2, 3, 4, yeah, and they're going to run off, and the bless range only has a certain range. They're probably going to need 2 of these guys. So once you start using these demons, it kind of becomes a bit of a problem for blessing them unless you've got a prophet. Now this guy, yeah, he can't do it either. Bit of a dilemma. Expansion's going down kind of slow, but it's a single player, so who cares? I think what we're going to do next is Yeah, it looks like we're going for the palanca shot again. I'm actually not going to get any more of those. I can't actually... I think I'm just going to, for this one turn, I'm going to forego getting the demons. And I'm going to get... I'm actually going to get some more Bandar. And then that will be a decent force. Because if we've got a decent amount of Bandar on the front line, then we've got some of these archers. And then these guys are also going to be throwing javelins and then attacking. And then we've got these guys as a sort of flanking force as well. That should do the job. I might just get one of these Lancashire, just so we can bring this unit up to 6. Any less than 6, they start getting penalties when they get morale checks, I believe. Okay, let's patrol this unrest down. This guy's going to create another Alquill, and the existing Alquill we're going to give it to this guy here. Our research ability is going up slowly, so you see we're now researching 54 research points per turn. That's not good for this point in the game, really. We've really not got very many mages. That's why I'm quite keen to get up this second... I really need to get this up pretty quick. This second fort, so that I can start getting more troops out. More mages. Yeah, it's a little bit slow, but the AI will wait. Let's go on to the next round. The dormant pretender gods awaken. So we're into the second. We're into this sort of second year now, and this is roughly when any pretender gods that were set to dormant will be starting to awaken up. Unexpected event has occurred in Shepherd's Haven. Handful of magic gems have been found in the prime of the season, so we got some death gems. So that's great. Unexpected event in Lanka. Brigands have taken up residence in. Oh no! Look at that, 42 unrest. Because we were patrolling, we actually killed 10 of them already. So. We've got some unrest in Lanka. This is going to affect our income big time and our resources and stuff. So, yeah, we need to get rid of that. We're going to have to patrol that down. We have now got the ability to cast Host of Garners. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to make this a monthly ritual. I want her to do this several times over. Right, this guy is going to now move back with all the soulless that he's created. You can carry up to 20 of these. Yeah, so let's get rid of some of the worst ones. We're not bothered about the dead Marcatas. Let's just get rid of... I think the humans are better than the Atavi. Rotten bucklers. Yeah, I think the humans, the Atavi are probably worse. So, oops. And I want to get these big Bandar ones. Soulless Bandar are pretty good. They've got like 22 hit points. They rarely hit, but they're not bad. So I'm going to get this guy moving back. I'm going to get him back here now. And he can carry on researching. By the way, what happens when you patrol and rest? Essentially, your troops are going around door to door, kicking the doors in and killing people. So you're creating corpses and you're losing population. So you really don't want unrest. It's not good. It's really, really not a good situation. Let's get these Atavi into this province here, and we're just going to see what's in here. Okay, we've got enough. I think we've got enough of these guys now that we can start using them properly. I'm a bit reluctant to take all these troops away. Thing is, I've got all these demons. I might as well use them. I think we're going to need Rakshasas to control them. What's this guy do? Undead Leadership 35. Yeah, maybe we get a Kalamurka. So this guy's a bit more expensive, and he's got more magic paths, but he can actually command more undead troops. Alternatively, we get another one of these dudes, but they're just expensive. But that said, he is kind of good, and he's... it might be a little bit more useful than the Kalamurka. No, I'll get that. I think I'll get him. Are we able to get... No, maybe not. I think maybe not. I'll tell you why. Because I'm desperate. I'm desperate to get this these palisades up. We spent quite a lot of money on province events. That's part of the issue. Okay, we got another Alquill. Yeah, so we're going to get another... We need another Raktapata. Got 50 gold we can spend. Another one of those guys. Yeah, that's all we can get. I think the following turn once we've got we've got the Kalamuka out. You will send the Kalamuka out with the with this Bandaraja, and then they're going to go on an expansion trip, and we're going to go and pick up these provinces here. We should also have a host of Garners up as well. Okay, the Makata's actually come to the end of where he can go, so let's bring him back now. We'll bring him back to this end of the look at that arrow. You're going to go to that end of the map. Okay, so Akuti has cast Hosts of Garners. You'll see here, that's these guys here. These are like ghostly Vanara. They can actually go underwater, which is useful. So we can get into the water. You know how I was saying, oh, I can't get into the water? No, I can. I realised. All I need to do is get any troop that can water breathe. So we can probably make a magic item at some point. If we have to alchemize some gems, which means you swap like 2 of one gem into 1 of another. So you'd alchemize them into astral pearls, and then the astral pearls would have to go into water. Yeah, it's not ideal. It's going to be expensive. I've got to figure out a way basically of getting underwater. One way I could do it is by summoning a undead commander and then just going down there with undead. I think that might be one way of doing it. And then we could get onto this peninsula here, yeah. I didn't think about that when I was setting the game up. Okay, so this guy's building the palisade. He's put that money in this turn. Unexpected event in Lanka. One of your blood mages has found an imp. Okay. It has a bit of a bizarre one. Oh, the imp's a commander. Imps are lowly devils summoned from the inferno with blood sacrifice. Born in infernal fires. They are fire resistant, but they do not radiate the infernal heat of more powerful devils. Okay. This is a flying commander. Very, very useful. It doesn't cost any upkeep either. That's nice. Okay, he could be useful. We could. He's not stealthy, but I can find some uses for him later in the game. For the time being, let's just have him patrolling. Yeah, this guy's he's going to spend a few turns putting up this palisade. I might get... it's kind of a waste of a mage doing that, so I might get a commander. Let's get a cheap commander somewhere. But maybe if we get an Atavi here. These guys... Oh, they're 40 gold. Yeah, let's get an Atavi up here. And what I'll do is I'll move him to there to take over from this guy. I need these woods as well. These woods will be useful. I probably should think about making a move on Atlantis fairly early. Okay, this guy wants to be researching. Now, we've got Kalamuka up. Where is he? Kalamuka. No, I didn't make him, did I? That's right. I went straight for the Raktapata because I needed to put the fortress up. Okay, let's get a Kalamuka this turn then. And then if we're going to do that, we might as well get some more of the decent troops. There we go. Yeah, that's about all we can do there, I think. This game should start moving a little bit more quickly now. So look, we've got our Adivada, the Atavi chieftain. He's actually stealthy, and he's sat on in Oak Beach, and he's able to look at what we've got. We've got 50 enemy units, mainly slingers, Ekdromos, and hoplites. So these are basically kind of, you know, the ancient kind of Macedonian kind of troops, or like, you know, the ancient Greece stuff with the hoplites fighting in formation with long spears and armor. Yeah, I've got a lot of troops here now. I do want to move these out. These guys on their own are probably good enough to expand, I'd say. But I do think I want to get at least one more. Yeah, I think I'm going to get the Kalamuka out so that I can take the demons as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it like that. Maybe I'll start moving these out. Those might be able to do the job. What have we got here? We've got 6 of these. So let me explain my thought process. I'm trying to think whether it's worth, whether I need to get, you know, whether there is a need for me to get out and quickly get these provinces, or whether I should wait for the demons. The demons will support the base troops a lot better, and I'll get less losses basically. I think I probably couldn't afford to wait another turn. And I'm going to keep these guys kind of like just exploring around here, just to see what's around here. Okay, we've researched Conjuration 3. There's nothing in the research queue. That means it will have spilled over into Conjuration 4. I don't mind that because we're always going to use Conjuration. Conjuration 3, now we can start summoning lesser air elementals, which are a really good spell in combat. They're quite nice. We can get Power of the Spheres, which is a way of upgrading Astral Magic. In fact, it gives you a path boost on everything if you've got... But you need Astral. So we're going to have to wait until we've got an Astral Mage to do that. Yeah, so... Probably want to go into Enchantment now to start getting the undead stuff. Evocation also works with us because we can do sort of like lightning stuff. There is some stuff in Alteration that we can go with. Mirror Image. I think I might go to Alteration 2. Then I might get up... Look how many spells there are in this game. It's absolutely mind-boggling. Yeah, Alteration 2 is probably a good one. Alteration 3 is also pretty good. Protection and Misform are pretty nice. I mean, give it another sort of 10 turns and we're sort of entering the phase of the game where you really want to be using more magic stuff, so... Okay, we've got 50 enemy units in the curtain wall. Mainly slingers, war elephants, and heavy infantry. That's going to be a tough province to take. I think what we might do here is we should be able to take these guys. I think we should be able to take this province without losing too much. Now, these guys can throw... These big bandars can actually throw sticks and stones. And they don't look like they've got any archers. That might be a good bet. That might be a good way of doing this. So I'm going to set these guys all on fire. I'll have these guys in a sparse line formation, and then I think I'm going to have the bandars in front. The bandar warriors in front of them. They're going to be on fire as well. Might put those on hold and fire, which is the J key. These are going to go on fire. These guys are going to go on hold and fire. So these guys, basically, we're going to be pelting the enemy with huge amounts of basically with sticks and stones. It's a really, really cool thematic thing. I just like the idea of these monkey troops just lobbing sticks and stones at the enemy. It's great. Let's get our troops back. We're going to get them at the back. So the enemy are going to have to spend longer walking towards us. These Bandar warriors, light Bandar archers, sorry, they're going to move forward. I might put them on fire and keep distance. Now I'll put them on fire. So they're gonna move forward within firing range. They're gonna start shooting. Then these guys are just gonna move up as well. But I'm just gonna put them all on fire. These are gonna be in skirmish formation. Hopefully we won't get too many too many casualties of our own. I might just put these guys in skirmish formation like this. And let's see what happens. We're going to pelt the enemy to death with rocks. And that sounds like a fun thing to do to me. Okay, we've got loads of these Ghana up now. And we should have... I'm sure I made a Kalamuka. Okay, here we are, look. So we can get 35 of those Ghana up. Actually, the Kalamuka can... This guy's got 65 undead. That's interesting. Ah, I think that's because he was lucky and he got a death mate. So every level in the magic pass also gives you some other bonus. With death magic, it enables you to lead more stuff. So this is... We lucked out there, big time. Really, really lucked out. Oh, now, but the problem is, he can only... He will get penalties if he has two... Oops. He will get penalties if he's got two squads. Mind you, the morale on those is quite high. -2 morale is pretty bad, though. I think I'll do it anyway. I think this will be okay. And I don't think these guys throw it now. They've just got Spectral Club. These probably guys want to go... Oops. Oh, I just put them on guard commander accidentally. So these guys want to go on hold attack. These want to go hold and... Well, these probably want to go on fire. You put them hold and fire. And those are going to go on hold and attack. And then, yeah, we're going to send out these two commanders here. Yeah, we can only move to this province this turn. So we're going to move to this province next. Following turn... I wonder if we can take this. 50 enemy heavy infantry's long deaths and ghouls. There's going to be something else in there, I think. Like, thrones are not usually that easily defended. So... Or lightly defended, I should say. We want to get more Palankashas out, and let's get a Rakshasi. Yeah, because she's got a nice path diversity, and we're going to get her out sight searching, I think. So and she's slow to recruit, which means she's going to take 2 turns to come out. Yeah, that looks good to me. Oops. Oh, those are undead. Okay. And the Atavi is going to go... this Atavi commander is going to go down here and relieve the... Atuyanai, the Raktapata. Because at the moment he's kind of wasting his mage turns. Like, he's important, really. We can get him doing other stuff than building a palisade. Any bog standard commander can do that. Okay, let's see how our monkey shit-throwing operation went. So we've got Research and Alteration 2. We've cast Host of Garners again, and then we've got a Battle in Bycliffe. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so we've got a bunch of troops. They're not very strong. Here we go. Now, the Bandar Archers, these guys are really, really good. Like, they've got a really long range with their longbow, and it's really strong as well. It's 14 damage. Much stronger than human attacks. I reckon if we're lucky, we might be able to drive these guys back off. And there we go. Look, and there's the Bandar warriors. Look, throwing stones. So all these stones and arrows going in. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, we drove them off. Look. Okay, so one squad's gone. Unfortunately, it's the Atavi that have taken the brunt of the worst troops. Now, we are hitting our own troops a little bit. I don't care so much about the Atavi. I'm more bothered about losing the Bandar warriors, the big gorillas. Yeah, the Atavi have run. Yeah, okay, we've driven them off now. Oh, look, we got one troop that ran up to these light warriors. Interesting. Okay, so that's that. We won that battle. We lost quite a lot of Atavi. That was quite wasteful, I'm afraid. I think we would have probably lost less, you know, if we'd have just gone in just a straight out attack. There are occasions when that is really useful. Do you remember in the previous episode when I showed you the glamoured elves? The ones with the mirror image. If you shoot them with stuff, it pops the glamour and it pops the mirror image. So that so that's actually really good against elves. But yeah, those guys ran off. They actually ended up back in one of our other provinces. Fortunately, most of them did. We found a handful of air gems and a broken mirror again. And the patrolling troops in Lanka are starting to get around this unrest. We are still casting Host of Garners. I think I'm going to start site searching with this one now. And I'm going to get another... After this Rakshasi comes out, I'm going to get another one of those. Get some more of these. Palankasha. And I'm going to get some more of those Bandar Light Warriors. I quite like those. Okay, so now we've got the... I think what we're going to do is we're going to jump over into this province here. Yeah, we lost some of the Atavi. Where did the other ones go? They all jumped into this province. They ran away in the wrong direction, unfortunately. Right, what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to put those guys on attack instead. Hold an attack. And I'm actually going to get them in a line. And I'll have the Bandar Warriors in sparse line formation this time. And the what's-it troops will run through them. The melee troops. Let's go and attack this one. We've got 50 enemy units. We're going to absolutely wreck them because we've got a ton of demons. Let's go and get that Atavi to go and pick the Atavi chieftain to go and pick up the troops that ran. So let's give these guys as bodyguards. Hopefully they won't slow them down. No, I think Atavi are quite fast. Okay, let's get over here. Dalad Zivara is going to move this way too. And we're going to set the battle up. So we've got these guys want to hit first. Okay, now these are ethereal troops. The Ghana. Ethereal basically means that they've got I believe it's 75% chance to not get hit by, you know, a physical attack. I think it's that. They've also got a magical attack. They do magic damage themselves, so ethereal is defeated by magic weapons. But these guys are ethereal. You need magic weapons to kill them reliably. Also, they've got magic weapons themselves. So you'll start to see the genius of this game, right? We've been playing mostly with the recruitable troops, even though, you know, Lanka are a bit different because they get the demons. Like, you don't have to summon them necessarily because they get this portal. You know, they just actually come from Lanka itself. However, you start getting the summonable units, and then we really start to see some of the interesting game mechanics coming out. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to get the Ghana here in this box formation. They can't be in anything better, unfortunately. Then we're going to have the Lancashire. They're going to be at the back. And we're going to have those guys set on hold and attack rear. These guys are going to be in hold and attack closest. And these guys are going to be in skirmish formation. Because they don't want to be taking archer fire. And they're going to be on hold and fire. I'm actually going to put them up here at the front. I might just have them on fire. Once these guys, right, by the way, once these guys have expended their 2 javelins, they'll then run in with their spears and they hit like a truck. 15 attack with the bonuses that we've got, because we're in chaos power as well. Look, we're actually attacking into an area that's got our dominion, which means that we're going to get our bless. Sorry, we're going to get our bless effects in the province, and we're starting to get turmoil. Look, and turmoil means that our demons are a lot stronger. Like the Palancashires are going to be like attack skill 16. Look, defense 15 because of chaos power, strength 22. These are absolute juggernauts. They're going to absolutely destroy everything in the, like, they're just going to be so powerful. I don't think the enemy, the main problem that we're going to get is probably shooting ourselves with friendly fire. So the Bandar, I mean, I'm going to get these guys up here. I might put them in skirmish formation, and I might put them on fire and retreat, or fire and keep distance. So what will happen is they'll fire. As soon as the enemy get too close, they'll run back to about here, and then they'll start firing again. I think by that point the battle will be over, to be honest, because everything else will have, these guys will have closed in. The enemy they will not be able to kill these anyway. Then we're going to get these big Bandar warriors, and then the Palancashire and the Anasara are just going to charge in, like, you know, they're going to be like I said, they're going to be like a freight train. Might just keep this guy on guard commander. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, because the reason is because he is fast. He's got combat speed 23 and chaos power. He's going to be running a lot faster than the tiger guys. Okay, there we go. Oh wow, I've been having so much fun with this. I've kind of gone right over the time limit again. I'm going to do this. I'll finish this turn and then I'll end the episode. So there was a battle in Oak Beach. Let's have a look, see what happened. I'm pretty sure we're going to win, unless I'm very much mistaken. We've got quite a large army here. So we've got Ekdoromos here. These are kind of hoplites, but they've got less armor. Basically, they've got a big long bronze spear, defense 3. The long spears like this give, if you've got a decent attack skill, I think it's attack, then you're able to repel enemies. So when the enemies are attacking in, longer weapons, if you've got a long weapon than your opponent, when they attack you, if you make a successful attack, you repel them, and then they have to do a morale check. And if they pass the morale check, they'll attack you anyway, but they'll take some damage. So they're kind of like pushing past the spears. Otherwise, they don't get to make their attack. So repel's quite good. These guys have got formation fighter, I think, as well. Or maybe not. I might be thinking of the hoplites. Either way, I think these guys, anyway, these guys can attack. Oh, maybe these guys haven't got formation fighter. Anyway, they can pack more troops into one square. So they've got really high attack density, which means they're just dead good, basically. Yeah, the hoplites have got a length 4 spear. That's the difference. And I think they've got better armor too. But these guys are 17 protection. These guys have got 11, yeah. So bronze scale cuirass, hoplon, and a hoplite helmet. He's got a bronze hauberk. Okay, so he's got better armor. This is some of the better armor you'll get in the early age. And they've got a whole bunch of slingers, which aren't going to hurt as much. Here we go. Let's get these. We'll just speed it up a touch. Watch these guys. If these guys hit with their javelins, they'll kill anything they hit because they're so strong. Okay, the gardeners are a little bit on. Okay, hopefully we're not going to lose too many of these guys. Yeah, the gardeners got in just in time, look, to kind of fill the gaps. So this is nice. Dominions, the combat in it is much more nuanced than it looks. There's really important stuff like flanking and being surrounded. Being surrounded and getting attacked by multiple units when you've got less is a real problem. You get like this thing called. You'll see the defense skill on this guy. That one's been crippled, so he's not a good example. But you'll see the defense skill here. You'll see that he's got a harass penalty of -2. So he's actually got less defense now because he's being attacked by multiple people. And they're not only multiple people, he's being attacked by a bunch of ethereal ghosts, basically. So yeah, it looks simple, but actually the combat mechanics in Dominions are quite complicated, and there's a lot you can do with it. Okay, so it looks like the hoplites came in behind to try to save these Ecodromos. They're not gonna make it, and the Garners are now turned around to face them. All the while, these Bandar are attacking, and these Palankashas are just charging in. You can just imagine with like their jaws like covered in blood as they're just tearing these poor human troops. These are massive, massive demon ogres with tiger heads and big swords. There we go. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Game over. So we lost 2 Asaras. So we lost a couple of demons. That's going to happen. These guys they don't have any armor. They're naked, basically. They're big, naked, big-eared cyclopses. But they killed a lot. Look, they killed most of the troops. And I'm willing to bet that a lot of those were the javelins that they threw at the start. Garner's killed 3 troops. So, I mean, they're basically acting like a big ethereal meat shield here. A ghost shield, should we call it. And the Palankashas, they got 17 kills as they ran around the back. I'm going to watch that again just quick, and I want to show you how it we'll put it in fast forward, and you'll kind of just see what happened here. You can see it on a sort of like a larger scale. So watch how these guys here, they go around the back and they'll kill all the commanders. This was I scripted this quite nicely. I got it just about right, I think. I lost a couple of the Asaras, but it's not the end of the world. I probably lost. I'm likely to be losing troops from friendly fire as much as anything else. But yeah, really pleased with the performance of those. Great stuff. We got an unexpected event occurred in Great Woods, so we found a couple of water gems. That's good. We need those. And the palisades in the Great Mountains is complete. Okay, so that guy actually, Ayutthanayi, he actually got the palisade up. So now we've got this little wooden fort, look, and we can start. This has commander points now, so we can actually start recruiting commanders here. We can't recruit any of the mages until we get up a lab. So we want a lab and a temple, and it's really right. It's priority to do that really fast. Alternatively, we can immediately put up a fort here, and this is a good place to put up a fort. Yeah, I think this is a good place to put up a fort because it's a farm population. There's loads of corpses here. We might actually be wise spending a turn reanimating here. I don't think we're in a hurry. Yeah, I don't think we're in a hurry to expand, so let's do that. I'm going to spend 1 turn reanimating. Get some Soulless Warriors up. Now, the Kalamuka, he's a good reanimated priest. He can actually get 16 Soulless a turn. So we're getting 24. 2 turns we'll be able to get rid of these all up. Oh, we can make a profit as well. That's interesting. I might actually be greedy here. I might actually make... I could prophesize one of these guys, and these are expensive, so they're actually costing me 156 gold per year. So split that by 12. That's how much you're making a turn. How much you're spending a turn. So it's quite a lot. If we prophetize him, he'll start working for the love of it. So we won't have to pay him any wages. We could actually get her as well. She's also kind of expensive. She might be better as a prophet, maybe. The only thing about the prophet is it's kind of beneficial to have a prophet that isn't... Like this guy would make a good prophet, for example, because he's flying. And yeah, maybe I'll make him the prophet. That could be fun. So here's the story of Lanka so far. All of a sudden, an imp just appeared out of nowhere, like just kind of turned up and was like, "Hey, I want to fight for you." And the demon ogres are like, "Oh, this is some kind of sign. Look, we've had a visitor from the Inferno. Let's make him the prophet." So yeah, we're going to prophesize Rahab. See, I love how this game goes, man. Like you can do some really cool stuff in it. We're going to spend 300 gold this turn. We're going to increase the size of this lab, this fort into a fortress. Then we're going to actually get a temple up here. So this is going to start. We're going to be able to start building. We're going to actually start recruiting some better troops. We won't be able to get. Oh, we can get the. Yeah, I think we're going to need a lab as well. So the following turn we'll build a lab, and then we'll have basically a full size fortress. We're going to get a lab up and a temple. We're going to be able to start preaching out here, and then we'll start pushing our dominion out. Now look, it looks like, yeah, looks like Atlantis has taken this province. Now he's not showing any sign of attacking us yet, but he will do eventually. We might want to increase the size of our province defense just to kind of put him off attacking us a little bit. It's a bit of an exploit, I'm afraid. The AI won't attack you if you've got lots of province defense. So you can pretty much kind of like say, you can kind of stop the AI from attacking you basically by setting the province defense. Oh, I was a bit careless here. Not scripting my mages to do stuff. That was a bit of an oversight. Never mind. Let's get this guy up here as well. Yeah, I'm just going to get that guy on guard commander. Yeah, that script worked really well for that. I think that would work also on this province here. I think what I'm going to do though, I'm going to spend one turn just getting this up, and I'm going to... Yeah, I think I'm going to... Can't construct a building. I'm just going to patrol here. So we'll patrol the unrest down and start getting the full use of the income. Because the recruitment... Sorry, unrest actually affects income, you see. Okay. We're off to a bit of a slow start, but it's not that slow. This is not bad for a single player game, to be honest. Could be a lot worse. So we've got this character. This is the Rakshasha. She's a female demon ogre, and she's the reason why we have the Kalamurka, because she's been... she's a horny little beast, and she likes to copulate with the Bandar and create these crossbreeded Rakshasi demon ogre Bandar crossbreeds called the Kalamuka. So yeah, she's the reason why we have the Kalamuka, and she's also got this other form. So if we go to shape change, here we are. If we go to change shape, you'll see that she turns into this kind of like thing that looks a little bit like one of the she looks more like what you'd get in Kailassa. She's, you know, kind of more sexy, kind of red-headed naked woman. And yeah, in this form she's got different stats, and what will happen is if she gets killed in this form, she'll actually revert back to the ogre. So you can just do this at will, so you can just change shape at will, and you can do it as a combat attack. So she's kind of like ugly and horrible in this form. However, she's got better stats. I think she's got more hit points, and probably she's stronger. Whereas if you switch to the change shape version, yeah, she's got like less strength. I think probably she might have different combat stats. What was it, 15? Yeah, she's got better defense. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, when she's not in a kind of monkey gorilla form, then she's got better defense, slightly less attack. Yeah, anyway, she is really, really good. She is stealthy, which means she can sneak around in enemy provinces. She can also steal enemy commanders, which is a really, really nice little feature. What will happen is, I think it's some kind of morale check, but basically there's a dice roll happens, and she gets a chance at stealing the commander away, which means you can just take them, which is really cool, because we could go to Atlantis, for example, and cast it on one of those guys, and she could kind of like, you know, it's kind of like Dominion's Tinder. She's like, hey, do you want a piece of me? And then they'll run off, she'll fly off with them and bring them back, and then they're yours for the rest of the game. If that fails, he will attack her, and it only works on men, by the way. You can't do this to women. So this will only work on male characters, and there's actually a tag called female in the game, so anything that is female will actually have this kind of this tag. Anyway, yeah, so basically you can sneak enemies away with seduction. If the seduction fails, it will turn into an assassination battle instead. So you really want to kit her out with some gear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to forge her we can't do it yet, but there's an item called a bull headdress. And what it does, it summons Buffalo at the start of the battle. So if she does end up failing at the seduction attempt, what will then happen is that she'll attack them, and she'll be defended. We're going to put some gear on her basically, so she's a little bit more likely to survive an assassination battle basically. But they're really good assassins, these are. Okay, so first though, I think what I wanted to have her doing is site searching, because I want to increase the amount of gems. What will happen is she'll move around. Every turn you'll go to site search. So for example here, like this guy's out here, go to search for magic sites. But I might actually get her going a different direction first. I might get her going this way. And then if they find the magic sites, usually they give you gems. That's mostly what they do, is they give you gems. Some of them are really good as well. there's a few that give you other things. Alright guys, I think that's going to be the end of this episode. I don't think there's much more I can do. I'm going to get this guy to pick up these troops that ran away. So he is going to go... Actually, I might move him back to the capital. Or maybe over here. Just drop them off as a defense force here. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And yeah, that's it. So I will catch you in the next episode, guys. I hope you're enjoying the story of Lanka in the Dominions 5 so far. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you next time. See you later.